Hey everybody, it's Eric Jensen with Berkshire Hathaway Real Estate. It's just me this week, no Allie. She's out working, out showing homes and doing productive things. So I just wanted to update everyone on the real estate market in Salt Lake County. Right now in Salt Lake County, there's about 2,400 active homes for sale. That's more than double last year at this time. And it fluctuates. Sometimes I'm seeing active listings day in, day out vary from 100% more listings than last year to 130%. So it just kind of depends on the day. Interestingly enough, under contracts, there's only 1,500 right now under contract. That's down 30% from last year at this time. And then solds are down from last year to this year about 25% for the month of August. Sold properties reported on the MLS in Salt Lake County, single family homes, are down about 25%. That is significant. So if these numbers continue, another number that's interesting is expired listings that have expired from the MLS or even withdrawn. Basically, sellers are saying, for whatever reason, we're just not going to sell right now. That number is up about 11%. So if this trend continues, my thoughts are it's going to go from 11% to over 20% more expired listings coming up. That's just what I've seen over the years is when the market shifts, less and less people are able or willing or want to sell their home, so they're just letting them expire and listing them down the road. So I read an interesting article on KSL.com earlier today, and basically it talked about the Federal Reserve president has stated that they raised the rates to help cool off the housing prices in the nation. Interesting, right? That it wasn't just for inflation, but it was to make homes hopefully more affordable. We'll see if that actually works. But what I can tell you that in Utah, in our local market, which is what I pay attention to, not necessarily the national news, because I sell here in Utah. So what I'm seeing, or what this article stated is that from May of this year till now, prices are down about 7.5%. The price of the home has dropped about 7.5%. We'll see if that number continues. We'll see what happens in the future. No one can really predict it. And it'll be, it's an interesting market. Reach out to me with any questions. It's still a great time to sell, and it's a great time to buy. And why is it a great time to sell? Because if you have owned your home at least 2 years pre-pandemic, or 2.5 years, then basically you still have a ton of equity, unless you've, mortgaged the crap out of it, HELOC, home equity line of credit, and you owe close to what it's worth now. Well, that's different. But if you're still looking to sell, you're going to get less than you were the first of this year, but you're still going to have equity to hopefully take into a new property. And the benefit for buyers is if you can afford the rates, and talk to your loan officer. But if you can afford the payment right now, much better time. You don't have to make you don't have to make your earnest money non-refundable in most cases. You're usually not competing with other offers, but sometimes you still are. But I'm seeing most of my buyers not have to compete. Buyers can sleep on it and even take a few days to consider making an offer. So a lot less pressure. If you need or want a home, it's a great time. And real estate's an exciting situation. I love owning property, and I always love acquiring more, and no matter what the market's doing. So anyway, I hope you have a great weekend and reach out with any questions. Take care.